I'm just gonna defend my life at all costs.
No, for sure.
I'm not gonna try to threaten nobody. I'm not into taking nobody's lives. I don't really. It seems like I'm glorifying everybody. They talking shit about bodies, like Dewberry down there. You brag on bodies, you brag on the bodies that tried to take your life. Shout out to Vlad TV though too, cause that nigga went through that situation. When he tried to take his life, and he had to get busy. So he understand what I'm saying. It's his family. It's him. It's everything about him. Because he tried to take my life. I didn't actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm a shorty getting moved. I'm moving and grooving. I don't even know what they talking about. You see what I'm saying? And here you come trying to, shorty, you gonna listen to us. You get in the car thinking they so overly authority and thinking they so monstrous, they're making mistakes. Get in the car, get in the car. You put a nigga in the backseat of the car and you on some nigga car to get driving. You see what I'm saying? Then you might have one of those shorties that's a real overthinker. If you dealing with, first of all, they should have thought, if this little nigga is brazy enough to be running what's going on around here, in this neighborhood and going on, and we damn near go to him, like, he might have a trick up his sleeve. Anything else, then I'll,
So nothing is off limits to you when it comes to social media, or just online. Just if you in a disagreement with a person.
I got morals, so of course things are off limits. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, what do you mean? Because like, put me in a scenario. What you mean?
So if you get into it with a dude like Aunt Glizzy, and you talk about
nothing's off limits.
No,
I'm talking about his mama, the medicine she's on, and trying to help her, and how she touched his little ass when he was a little kid, and the state came and got her, and she's been on medicine ever since, and they kind of had her walking outside naked, and led to a meth addiction. And I'll go talk about that. Yeah, no problem.
So that's a great example. So nothing's really off limits for you. You say you got morals, but if you talking now, that's what I'm saying. So it just depends on how far the person has gone in a situation with you.
Sometimes I'll just go that far first,
just to kick it off.
Yeah, because all I know they're just gonna say I'm old, I'm fat. Then I know they really can't go too much farther. Well, I want to see how far they can go, because I'm gonna go farther. I'm a real petty person. I've been blessed. I've lived through a lot, bullet wounds, murder cases. So a lot of shit that I see like little phony niggas chasing, I laugh at it because I know what it's gonna bring them, and I know that they don't know. I know they don't have a clue. I know they gonna snitch. I know they gonna do all that. I can look at niggas' body languages and tell like niggas is weak. Because I've been through it. I only know this off experiences though. When I was in the county fighting murders and all this and that, hella people coming through murders and this and that, a lot of niggas, tough as niggas, this and that, them boys is real shaky, boy. When you hear 100 years, natural lives and all this and that, then you get to see in the nigga eyes how they really change and the fear really, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to see in that niggas don't really believe in God. Because the only reason why I walk around fearless ain't because I'm no killer or this and that, is because I know how strongly I am with God. My life is proving that. Beating double murders. I got shot close range 6 times with a 4.5, close range through my neck, all that. You see me, I'm cool with being fat. My doctor always told me too, Charleston, I need to hear this too, I'll make sure you see this. He told me this in 2006, I got shot up 6 big ass 4.5 shells. He said, you know what? I swear to God, my doctor told me this. He said, if anybody ever made fun of you being fat, you tell them this. It saved your life, so fuck them. So yeah, when I got shot up, those big ass holes, they weren't doing number 10. It tore up all fat, except for the ones in my leg. It broke my leg, but that's back together.
So I mean, do you mind going into the situation? So I heard you mention recently on Clubhouse that you've been arrested for 6 murders before.
Separate cases where I've been brought into the police station for different murders, yes.
Now,
and walk right out the station, not nothing to do with them, you know what I'm saying? Or nigga name get tossed in some shit.
So this is what I want to ask you. So you've been vocal in the interviews you've done about the situation where you were kidnapped, and you had to do what you had to do to get up out of that situation. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, can you touch on some of them other situations?
No.
I thought about it. I didn't know if you actually got charged for anything aside from that. But even with the situation where you was kidnapped, they charged you for that. Although you said it was self-defense. You said that was self-defense.
Yeah, I was in the county fighting that for 2 years. I beat it in trial. 3 days in trial, jury trial, and I had to take the stand.
You had to take the
I
stand.
was the only living witness.
So, if you was the only living witness, then how did they charge you?
Off circumstantial witnesses and physical evidence. My gun was still in the car with my fingerprints on it. Fingerprints in the car. The main person, well, not the main person, one of the people that died. Once they pictures of them being dead was brought to their family members, their girlfriends in particular. She knew the situation between me and them. She know as if shit had happened between me and them and some drugs or whatever. So she had told the police, like, the police told me, like, when they went to her, she was saying that was me dead because she knew she didn't say this to them, but this is what they got from her. She was so adamant, like, that's Sean, that's Sean. And they kept telling her, like, no, who is Sean? And she like, then she get to explain it, like, yeah, he sold my boyfriend some bad drugs, and my boyfriend was going to meet him tonight, and I don't know, they must have killed them. See what I'm saying? This is the dude that's dead on girlfriend said this. You see what I'm saying? So bam, that's in my statement. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of good for, you know what I'm saying? That's in my favor. So it's instantly add up to the police tell like, no, this is actually your boyfriend, because they was disfigured, and they were skinny guys. They was real little, but they had bodies that had swelled up big as mine. So it's like she was like, oh. So then she turned around from saying that, oh well, Sean must have killed them, and like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So now, yeah, you got to find out who was Sean. He in that building down there, this and that. It's the next morning. I walk into the store on some real shit, like just thinking about the shit and all this and that. I'm still fucked up in here, like, man, what the fuck just happened? Like, these goofy ass niggas really just tried to keep, like, you know what I'm saying? They really just did that shit. Police right on me, bam. I'm walking to the store on some I forgot what I was going to give me some blunts or something. Walk to the store. They just pulled up, mic me, boom. Old girl had pointed me out of shit, and she was like the circumstantial witness the state had. Now, imagine her statement in the beginning. That's Sean. He got into it with my guy about some bad drugs, or something about some drugs. They must have killed him. Why would you just say that? The police said. Did they tell you that? What happened before they left the house? And guess what, bro? I'm gonna give you one. This bitch works for the Dirksen building. You know what the Dirksen building is? The FBI building here. Lost her job and everything. Drug tested her. Dropped dirty. Lost her job. Then had to come sit on a double murder trial trying to defend some niggas I hate that I'm, like I always say, I'm 43. At the time, them niggas was 38, 39. I was 17. So I like when I'm picking that rule and all the little young niggas, they be like, you old, this and that. I feel them though. I feel that though, because I hated when old niggas thought they could come like force something upon me or do anything to me because, oh nigga, this and that. Like, so I never honor no old niggas trying to tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel them on that. That's why I just be poking at their ass.
Man, so what was the, as much as you comfortable with sharing, like, the situation that happened, like y'all history, was it just that one transaction where it went wrong, or did y'all have history prior to that, the two people that you got arrested?
Oh man, dude, no, I think they came out like it was like rapidly. It was also goofy shit. They had just came home from jail. The one nigga that just came home from jail was around our area or whatever, boom. And then this was a nigga that he met from jail. The second nigga, he just brought him around on some trying to hit a lick type shit. You know what I'm saying? On some how shorty doing this thing, he think he this and that. Like same way people think about me now. Like how Aunt Lizzie, like, man, you come to DC this and that, but then when I come, you try to do something to me and you wind up dead, then I'll be on the interview talking about you. Respectfully.
I mean, but you said they tried to rob you, so it was just that one experience, one encounter with
it was like, yeah, but they was around, the dudes around there trying to put plays together, trying to make something happen. Nothing, kept him dead, niggas would come home from jail trying to get bogus work, trying to get work, just back and forth. It was his life, we know what happened to his life, in his life this last couple of weeks was just a bunch of fumbles. Yeah, I got like a lawsuit from a car accident, and he's running around the hood with the money, he had about 20, 30,000, and he want to buy some work, and he want to put plays down, he want to put a lick down over here in this building, I'm hard here, you know what I'm saying? Just big dreams with a little bag and a little doing drugs and feeling like a young nigga, you was gonna push over him or do, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you see that nigga wasn't going, then now, you know, there you go. You know, you pull one of your old tactics, you know, niggas that's gangsters in Chicago, kidnapping. But you know, young niggas, that's why I don't underestimate them. Because the young nigga always gonna be sharper, quicker than the older nigga in his old ways and thinking it's gonna go the way he think. You see what I'm saying? I learned that firsthand. Experience.
So y'all never was cool at no point in time though.
Nah, I wasn't like my homies. It was like some old niggas and drugs, bro. It's like, you know, motherfuckers buying work, what you want type shit. And there you go, oh, I got good shit. We got like get back and forth. They know, oh, that's my man's and my homie, and we
No, for sure.
I know hundreds of thousands of people that I don't really know just by buying shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Now I do want to ask you this. So you've been, you know, open about that situation. Has the families ever like reached out to you and complained or expressed any type of like issue with you talking about your story?
Who?
The families of the victims.
Man, fuck they family. Did they ever reach out to do what?
No, I'm saying if you get more light, you know, in these different interviews.
I would, bro. Fuck they family, bro. Feel me? It was that when I was a 17-year-old boy. They was at trial. They was at his trial. The mama tried to come and cry and talk about my baby. You know what that lady said? Now this was funny. Even the judge chuckled. I just said because now my baby ain't gonna be able to come and have coffee with me every morning. Man, the nigga background was longer than my life. They like, ma'am, my lawyer hit her with this. Man, when did he ever have time to come get coffee with you? When he was robbing people or when he was sticking up this old lady I went crazy on her. Broke her down, old lady, no remorse. My lawyer was a dog. Crumbled her. The other lady, oh well, it had to be him. But didn't you say it had to be him because your work? Well, I didn't know. I just know it was I don't know, it was some drugs and Sean used to front me drugs and I told him he had good drugs. Wait a minute, lady, you a drug addict? Job. State, what else do you guys have? Can this young man go home for once because he just all he did was save his life from two criminals that, you know, clearly was jealous of a kid, even though he was doing criminal activities. They should do, but he didn't get caught for that. Or no, you know, he went out on trial for that. Do you see what I'm saying? So it wasn't about what it was about. It was like, it was the action. You see what I'm saying? That's how I be telling people, like, when we on Clubhouse, how we be talking shit back and forth. That's just talking. But if I actually pull up on you and you blow my head off, you got every right to. It's America. You have the right not to let me say what I'm gonna do to you and actually do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I learned all this at 17 years old. It's grown men that don't know that. You know, I'm just gonna defend my life at all costs.
No, for sure.
I'm not gonna try to threaten nobody. I'm not into taking nobody's lives. I don't really. It seems like I'm glorifying everybody. They talking shit about bodies, like Dewberry down there. You brag on bodies now. You brag on the bodies that tried to take your life. Shout out to Vlad TV though too, cause that nigga went through that situation. The woman tried to take his life, and he had to get busy. So he understand what I'm saying. It's fuck his family. It's fuck him. It's fuck everything about him. Because he tried to save my life. I didn't actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm a shorty getting moved. I'm moving and grooving. I don't even know what they talking about. You see what I'm saying? And here you come trying to, shorty, you gonna listen to us. You get in the car thinking they so overly authority and thinking they so monstrous, they're making mistakes. Get in the car, get in the car. You put a nigga in the backseat of the car and you on some nigga car to get driving. You see what I'm saying? Then you might got one of those shorties that's a real overthinker. If you dealing with, first of all, they should have thought, if this little nigga is brazy enough to be wondering what's going on around here, in this neighborhood going on, and we damn near go to him, like he might have a trick up his sleeve. So I don't underestimate nobody in the world, not a girl, an old person, a nigga, nobody, G, because you never know. In life, only way a motherfucker really wins is who got the ups. I got to switch, you got to switch. Who gonna let it off first? Who gonna aim at that who first? That's the only thing that matters. In my life, I move around. Hey, like I tell them, I get into whatever the fuck I want to get into it, because it can't be nothing but what? A shootout. I'm going to defend my life as much as you should want to defend yours, right? So I don't worry about that shit. I have fun. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna give my opinion.
You being 17 at the time when that situation happened, you know, like nearly, you could have, you know what I'm saying, lost your life if it went the other way. Like, did that traumatize you? Did you have to go through therapy, anything like that?
No, they don't have that for the black community, my man. It's Chicago. They don't have the therapy for you. You just get out. Thank God you got out. Kiss the pavement and keep going. Keep get back to it, basically. And hurry up. No days off because you lost time.
We said so. It didn't affect you.
It affected. Yeah, I used to have dreams about their ass all the time. It used to blow me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck I keep thinking about these niggas? Till the day I did this. Like, you know what? If I'm responsible for taking y'all's souls, and I know and I believe in God, this and that, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be y'all soul keeper. Y'all gonna live this life with me. Y'all gonna come and experience life with me. I'm gonna achieve. I'm gonna go be great. But I got y'all with me though. We together. Type shit. You understand that?
When you say that they used to come to you like in your dreams and stuff, you talking about like reflecting on the actual night or just different stuff?
Just different shit. You know what I'm saying? And it'll always be the nigga, the one nigga that was brought around that didn't know me almost. You know what I'm saying? That didn't, like, the one that kind of, I'm not gonna say I feel sorry for him because you're running around trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know what, yeah, you know. If your man put you in the car like, man, we got to stain or we about to do this and that, and you come along with him do it, then you fair game. There's no feelings for you. But you got sent off, is what I should say. So the send-off, like for example, the send-off got 5 shots in his head. The one who brought him only got 3. So it's fucked up to be a send-off. Don't let no nigga send you off. Stick to your lane, stick to what's working for you, and don't ever take no one against their will at no time.
I mean, big folks, bro. Let's take it back to the beginning, man. Like, outside of the music, outside of the controversy, all of that, bro. Like, coming up in Chicago, like born and raised, like what section of the city, like what was your household like and all of that?